Hey, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone had a good weekend. So, again, right, the same thing worked one more time, right? Our strategy. Whenever the cloud is red, right, what we need to do, you have to enable short only, or we will focus on the sell, right? Sell at the top is the best. Whenever the cloud is red, sell at the top will give huge profits. So, GC started dropping from 2370, it went all the way down to 2363, right? You can always, right, as I said, whenever it is above the channel, you can immediately enable your Prism bot. Prism bot will take nice gains. The same way silver, right? It went to the top. The cloud is red. We got a sell, and it went all the way down. Same thing with palladium, right? The cloud is red. It went to the top. We got a sell. It went all the way down. So here for UB, the cloud is green, right? But there is a sell signal. Now what we can do? We can enable long only. So it came all the way down. Now within few minutes it will start going to the uptrend. So whenever cloud is green, we want to wait for the buy signal at the bottom. Whenever cloud is red, we want to wait for the sell signal. You can enable short only with prism. Whenever cloud is red, you want to enable long only whenever the cloud is green. Right. So generally if UB is green, then ZB also cloud is green. It came to the bottom. Now within few minutes we'll see again price going to the top. ZN, right, again same thing, it came to the bottom. Now trying to come to the bottom, it may come to the bottom and then start going all the way up. So we can enable long only on UB, ZB, ZN. And then if we look at ES, so ES the cloud is green, or yeah, it is chopping red, green, red, so we can avoid ES for now. I hope you got the concept right. If you enabled as per our strategy, you would have already made today's $400 with silver and gold, right? Because the cloud is red, it went to the top and it gave a sell signal and went all the way down, nearly $500-600 with silver itself, another $500-600 with gold. But yeah, if you missed enabling it, still we have an opportunity with UB, ZB, and ZN. Again, it may start bouncing up maybe till 50% and then again it may drop. So whenever we have next sell signal on silver or gold, again that will be a good opportunity. So again, like how to enable. So right, that's what I clearly mentioned. Whenever you have a confluence, when a ticker is bullish, cloud is green, enable Prism algo with long only at bottom. When a ticker is bearish, enable Prism algo with short only at top of the channel for best results. Or you can also use SIM account and enable Prism short only. When SIM takes a trade and above condition satisfied, enable Spectrum algo with short only and make nice gains. So you can use any of them. So That's what, let's go and enable. So for example, UB, right? Because the cloud is green, price came all the way to the bottom. Now again it will start going up. Okay. So what you will do, you will do strategies and select the prism, and you will say long only. And you can disable the target profit and just give the stop loss. And because this is approximately $31, so 31 into 6 is approximately $200 is my stop loss for the trade, right? So because the cloud is bullish and also it came to the bottom, there is always a high possibility for it go to all the way to the top. So that's why we don't need to worry about the stop loss. So whenever there is a buy signal, Prism will take to the top. Right, same thing UB, or I can do the same thing, duplicate in new tab. Now, if I want, I can do the same thing for ZB, because the cloud is green. Price came all the way to the bottom. The price will again go to the top. So I can go strategies. I can select Prism Algo. I can do long only. I can disable the time. I can also remove this, and again I can put some 15 ticks, and I can just write whichever. For example, I want to take in some account. I can enable it, apply. Okay. So whenever Prism takes the trade, I will make some $150, right? I don't need to do anything, only enabling the algo at the right time. So because the cloud is green, I want to go long only. For example, GC, because cloud is red, I did RC sell, and you can take the profits on the sell. Same thing with this one. Yeah, cloud is red. Whenever we get a sell, we can take the next trade. So here again it may go little bit, right? Maybe till the 50%. So now, right, it may not go all the way to the top, but minimum it will, there will be some bounce. So I can again enable on long only. Whenever it takes a trade, it will make some $150. I can close, and again I can wait for the sell signal. Sell signal will make more profits because overall the trend is bearish, right? Buy will make small profits. So whenever it makes some $100, I will immediately go ahead and close the trade for silver and gold, because they are bearish. I can only take a small profit, and whereas ZB, UB, these are bullish, so I can take a bigger profits with the long trade. You don't need to worry about number of bars. And Varun, can you put your machine ID? I'll try to enable that. So I hope everyone is clear with the strategy, right? That's where I created a clear trading plan, when we should enable long, when we should enable short, when we can make nice profits. Whenever the cloud is green, taking a buy at the bottom is a good opportunity, right? Like for example, UB. Now, if you enable long only, and whenever it starts going up, you will make some nice profits. Whenever cloud is red, taking a sell at the top always makes nice profits. So either you can do manually in trading view, you can go, and whenever you see the sell signal, you can do a short, and once you make profits, you can close it, or it is up to you. You can just enable the algo in the Ninja Trader, so the algo will take care of it. But once you understand why you are doing it, then you know when to enable the algos in the right way, right? Rather than just enabling it whenever you want, you are enabling because you know that right? It went all the way to the top of the channel. There will be a retracement. There will be a reversal. So if you enable the algo here, then whenever the reversal happens, then it gave all these profits to you. No, right? While the because we already enabled the long only, right? Because it came all the way bottom, again it will go a little bit up. So we enable long only on GC silver, right? If you don't want to take risk, you can just avoid long only and you can only look for the sell signal when the cloud is red. Whenever cloud is green, you can just enable long only, right? Let's look at some tickers which I think which can go down tomorrow, and then we'll also look for some stocks which will go up, right? I also understand, right, because there are many members who are already working and they cannot take quick trades. So I'm trying to take some trades which can hold for 3 4 hours or like that. So yeah, from tomorrow I'll be taking trades. Maybe if I open tomorrow, then I'll close them day after tomorrow. Because yeah, scalping, I know some of you with small accounts or some of you cannot enter and exit quickly. So I'll try to take some minimum with some 4 5 hours hold period. So that's what, right? We'll see some of the tickers which can move well tomorrow, right? Let's look at some which can go down, and you can tell me why do you think so? For example, let's look at PPG. So this ticker seems to be good for puts tomorrow. Do you think the same, or do you think it can, right? Again, it may not immediately go down tomorrow, but by end of this Friday, we may see a big drop on this. Can anyone suggest like why do you think so? Right, we are on a 1 hour time frame. That means it is a swing trade, right? After we got a buy somewhere here, right? On Thursday, it started moving up, 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 went all the way till the resistance, touched the resistance, and on Friday, it slowly started some reversal candles, right? From green candles, touched the resistance and started reversal. So if we get a sell signal tomorrow, there is a high possibility for it to drop all the way to the bottom. Or right, minimum it will touch the cloud. So PPG is one of the stocks which is looking good for puts or to short. Then if you look at Coca-Cola, again same thing, right? Touched the cloud, went all the way till the top, touched the channel top, and also there is a big resistance, strong resistance here. So we may see a drop all the way back to 63 or so. It will come down all the way and again it will start going up. And then STT is another stock, went all the way to the top. There is a strong resistance at the top, and then we may see a reversal on STT. Right, ABBV is another stock. Right, the cloud is red. You have a strong resistance. It was coming dropping, and then there was a pullback. Now again there might be a big drop on this tomorrow morning. So again ABBV is looking very good for puts tomorrow. Then Accenture, right, went to the resistance, dropped all the way, again went, touched the pivot, not able to break the pivot point, and then we got a sell signal. Your RSI, MACD, everything is red. So there is a huge possibility for it to come all the way down to 302 or so. So Accenture is another stock which is looking very good for the puts. Right? As long as, for example, tomorrow in the pre-market itself, if it drops all the way, then it may bounce back. But if it stays here, even after 8 o'clock also, if it is somewhere here, then we can buy the puts and it will go all the way down. So again, in the first 30 minutes, we will watch where it is. If it is already at the bottom, we won't take the puts. But if it is still somewhere here, right, and then we can buy the puts and or we can do credit spreads. So it will come all the way down and then it will go up. Then so so AG went all the way to the top, again touched the bottom. Now it is at the bottom, right? If the cloud is green and if it is at the bottom, it is a good opportunity for calls. So AG is looking good for calls. So as long as it stays right somewhere here in the morning, there is a high possibility for it to go back to 7.7, 7.7 plus. Right, let's look at XHE, which is an ETF for healthcare. Again, it came all the way to the bottom when touched the pivot resistance and started dropping. So as of now, it is in sell. So tomorrow morning, if it stays somewhere here, it may come all the way to the bottom. So yeah, not a very strong sell signal, but yeah, looking another ticker. This is another strong one for puts tomorrow. Yeah, if you look at BIB, right, your trend is red, your RSI, MACD, everything is looking red, and there is a sell. We may see it dropping all the way to the bottom. It is forming lower highs. Right, let's look at some stocks which are for calls. Right, Oracle came all the way to the bottom. Now slowly starting to bounce back. Right, this is the entry, and it may go all the way to the top. So Oracle is looking good. So Melly, right, it is green cloud. Trend is bullish. Touch the support. It may again bounce back all the way to the top. So there is a sell here. Dropped. Touch the strong support. There is a big doji candle here. Then we can see some strong bullish candles. So we may see a big reversal to 1720, 1725. Tomorrow, day after, we may see a 2030 move on Melly. Then let's look at Netflix. Right, what do you think about Netflix? Do you think it is looking good? Right, overall, right, the cloud is green, right? After a lot of red candles, you have a doji, you have a green, right? Bullish, some small patches of red, and again bullish. So there is a high possibility for Netflix to bounce back to 620 tomorrow, day after. So Netflix is also looking good. Then let's look at AMD. Right, AMD it dropped all the way to 151, but there is a strong support here. In case if we see a bounce in the pre-market, we may see it going back to around 156 or 157. Right, target one is 158, but we have to wait. Right, as of now, it is at a support. If this support breaks, it may go further down. But if we see some one or two green candles in the pre-market, it may bounce back all the way to 156 by this Friday. So it is still not confirmed because still we have all red candles. There is no reversal yet, but there is a high possibility for it to bounce back because there is a strong support. There is a pivot point, pivot support, and also strong buy zone. So let's watch for it. And then GM, if you look at General Motors, overall the cloud is green. There is a strong support here. Every time price came here, went up. Again came here, went up. Came here, went up. Again came here. Again it is starting to going up. So GM is also looking good. So tomorrow if we see one or two green candles in the pre-market, it may go all the way to 46 plus. And then ExxonMobil again went all the way to the top, came to the cloud and started bouncing back. So tomorrow, if this touches 117.8, it can go all the way to 118 and 120 tomorrow, day after. So it is also looking good for calls. Then G, what do you think about G? It came all the way down, but generally, whenever it comes all the way to the bottom, right, what is possible? Generally, there will be a reversal, right? It can minimum reverse till some 30-40% in the channel, but we need to wait for a green candle now. It is all red candle still. There is a possibility, but we have to wait for a green candle. Whenever we get a buy signal, we can get the calls or we can get the great spreads. Then let's look at Apple. So Apple, right? We got a sell signal at the top, right? It went all the way, touched the top, came back all the way to the support, right? This is like your baseline. This is your support one. 0.3 is your support one. 0.7 is your support two. 1.0 is your support three. So it came till the support one and started bouncing. After all the red candles, you have some green candles, and then your cloud is green, right? Which is a good sign. So if tomorrow in the pre-market, if we see one or two red candles, one or two green candles, we may see all the way back to 185 plus for Apple tomorrow. So it is looking good for calls. And then let's look at Amazon. Right? What do you think about Amazon? Right? Amazon came all the way to the support. Right? This is a strong support. Last time when it came here, it went all the way to the top. again came here, again going up. So there is a high possibility for Amazon also to bounce back. The cloud is green. So whenever cloud is green, if you get a buy at the bottom, that is the best signal. You can make huge profits with options, right? Especially in the higher time frame. In 1 hour time frame, your signals are much more stronger compared to a 5 minute time frame. They can go up and down, but in 1 hour, if you get a buy signal, it may go all the way till 193, 184. So that is another strong bullish signal. Then let's look at knee, right? It is in a strong uptrend, right? And your cloud is green. Order submitted. And you have all bullish. There is a small reverse pullback. And now you can see that, right? Tomorrow, if we get a one or two green candles in the pre-market, then again we may see 75 or 78 in this week. So knee is also looking good for the coming week. Then TTD reported good earnings. After earnings, there was a small pullback, right? And now it is at a strong support. So there is a high possibility for it to bounce back tomorrow morning. So in case in pre-market, if it starts going up, then once market opens, it may go all the way to 90 plus. So this is another ticker we can watch in the morning. Right, Spotify dropped all the way to the bottom. We are at a strong support now. So there is a high possibility for a reversal for Spotify. So if we see some one or two green candles, it will go back all the way to 300 plus. Then FSLR, First Solar, right, went from the support to the resistance and again came back to the support. If there is a reversal tomorrow morning in the pre-market, again this is looking very good for calls. So like this, if we right do the planning before itself, then you can add these items into your watch list, and then whenever you see a buy signal, you can take calls or you can also take trade spreads. I want to explain about, right, if some of you are new to options, when you are buying calls or buying puts, definitely it should move in the same direction, right? You are paying a premium, right? When you are buying calls or buying puts, you are paying a premium. You are paying it for different reasons. One is you are paying it based on the amount of time you have, right? For example, is it for next Friday expiry or next after 2 weeks expiry, 3 week expiry? Based on that, for the time you are paying some amount. You are also paying for the implied volatility. If the ticker is moving up and down, then you are paying some amount of the premium goes to the implied volatility. Some amount goes to your theta decay or for the time. Some amount goes for the intrinsic value, whatever is the current stock value, what is the probability based on that. So as a buyer, if you are buying calls or puts, then immediately it should start moving in the same direction. Right? For example, if it stays choppy, if it stays sideways, then you may lose your premiums when you buy the calls or buy the puts. So as a buyer, if it immediately moves in the same direction as you anticipated, you will make nice profits. But if it doesn't, then you have a risk of losing your premiums. Even if, for example, if you buy something tomorrow, but if it moves on Friday, even if it moves in the anticipated direction, because it took a lot of time to make that move, you will lose the value of the premiums. Then the other option is you can also be a seller, right? Instead of buying the calls or buying the puts, you can sell the call, sell the puts, where you are taking the advantage of theta decay. So even if price doesn't move at all, right? For example, you are selling FSLR, calls or FSLR puts. Even if it doesn't move at all, you will make profit. Even if it moves a little bit up or down, you will make profit. If it goes down, you will make profit. So there are more probabilities you can make profit, but you need a huge capital, and also you have unlimited risk, right? Because when you are buying calls or puts, only the premium you paid is the risk. But when you are selling the calls or puts, and if suddenly it goes in the opposite direction, right? For example, you are thinking that FSLR will go up tomorrow, and you are selling the puts or selling. So, right, when you are bullish, you can sell the puts or you can buy the calls. Because of, right, when you buy the calls, immediately it should make move, otherwise you will lose. If you sell the puts, for example, you are selling the puts. If it moves up, you will make profit. If it stays here, you will make profit. If it goes little bit down also, you will make profit. So there are a lot of ways you will make profit. But let us say it makes a lot of huge move downwards, right? Let us say it goes all the way to from 190, it goes to 170 or something. You have a huge risk there. So that's why, right? Instead of just to be a buyer or just to becoming a seller, you can become both, right? You can become a buyer and seller, which you can do in the form of credit spreads, where you have lot more ways to make money, lot more low risk, and you have more ways to make profits. So, for example, here, right, let us say you have this FSLR stock, or let us take Apple stock, right? Let us take an Apple stock as an example. What do you think, right? What is the direction for Apple stock in this week, or right, or maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow? What do you think the potential of Apple? Do you think it will go down or go up? Right, there is a huge potential for it to go up. Right, Apple is, because after a lot of, right, nearly 1 2 3 4, nearly 16 17 hours, 18 hours, it dropped, and we got some green candles. The cloud is green. So there is a high possibility for Apple to go up now. So Apple is looking bullish. Now you have different ways to make profit. Let us see what are the different options you can do. One is, right, let's go to trade. Right, let's select Apple. Just let us assume you want to buy 185 calls, right, for the 17th May, because overall Apple is looking bullish. Now currently it is at around 182. So let us say you want to invest around $500, right? That is your investment for every trade. So, right, tomorrow morning when it opens, it may, let us say it opens around $1. The call contract is $1. That means for one stock, you are ready to pay $1 premium, so that you can buy the Apple stock for 185. Even though Apple goes to 190, 195, whatever it is, you are getting into an agreement that I am ready to pay this $1 per stock, so that I can log this price of 185, right? So if your uh, position say, right, for example, for you have a 50K account, and for every trade you want to use $1,000. That means if the premiums are approximately $1, right? $1 means $100 for each contract, right? For one stock, $1, let us assume, right? Just rounding it off. So for every one contract, you have to pay $100. So if your investment is $1,000 for every trade you want to take, that means you are buying 10 contracts, right? Let me open some. So let us say one contract of Apple 185 call at $100. Your account size is 50K, and for each trade you want to put 2%. So now order submitted. You are buying 10 contracts of Apple 185 call for 570. So this is where you are just buying long. Let us say, right, stock stays at the same price, right? Because we have CPA, PPA, all those things. Let us say the stock stays choppy, right? First condition is stock stays choppy and stays around 183, 184 zone. So how much you will make? You will lose your entire thousand. Or let us say stock goes down, right, from 183. You will lose entire $1,000 of your investment. Stock goes up to 185, but only on Friday, right? The Monday, Tuesday, it is just staying choppy, right? Staying somewhere here. Only on Monday, it is going to the top. That means all your premium, whatever you paid, is gone, right? You are telling that I am ready to get the stock at 185 and you are paying $1 premium, that $100. So if it goes to 185, but on Friday, instead of if it goes tomorrow itself, you'll make profit. But if it is staying sideways or it goes here again, comes back, goes there, comes back, and finally on Friday it is going to 185, right? Still you will lose due to theta decay or time time decay, because it stock goes to 185 on Monday itself. You will make nice gains. So, right, there are multiple possibilities for the Apple stock tomorrow or this week. It can stay choppy, it can go down, or it can go up, but it can go very slowly, or suddenly it can go up. So, out of four different ways, four different probabilities, only there is one way you will make money when you are buying the calls. Let us say, instead of buying a call, let us say you are doing a vertical spread, right? What do you mean by vertical spread? Let us say you are saying that I want to sell a 185 and buy a 185, 182.5 call. Because you are bullish, right? You can always sell a higher premium and buy a lower premium put, right? You will click on buy and you will say vertical, and then it will show you, right? You want to sell 185. So you are buying a 182.5 put, right? Because right? Or let me tell you the other all, right? Before we go there. Okay, because you are bullish, you can also do one is you can buy the calls, or you can also sell the puts, right? You are selling 182.5 put and collecting $135, right? That is the second option. Instead of buyer, you have to again paying for the implied volatility, theta decay, all these things. So instead of a buyer, you can also be a seller. You can be a seller and sell 185 call and collect. So if you sell 185 call instead of 185 put, you can buy 185 call or you can sell 185 put. So let us say you are collecting around $275, 185 put. So when you are bullish about a stock, you can buy a call or you can sell a put and collect a $275 premium. So again, if stock stays choppy, so by doing a sell, right, as a seller for 185p, what you are telling? You are telling to the whoever is buying it, you are telling them that whatever is the Apple stock price, you are ready to buy at $185 from them, right? Even stock goes to 180 or 170, you are telling that I will buy at 185 price, right? You are like an insurance company. You are ensuring them that you don't worry about Apple stock because you saw this chart. You are thinking that okay, it will go up, so I don't have any problem, right? If it goes up, what will happen? Right now it is $250. If it starts going up, that will become 200, 150, 100. Then, so you are collecting $250 premium or $275 premium. As stock starts going up, this will start going down. So you will make profits. As an insurance company, you can do this. So what are the ways you can make profit if stock stays choppy and stays around 183, 184 zone, right? You are collecting $275 premium. That means 2.775 on each stock. That means your net is approximately 182.25. So even if stock stays around 183, 184, right? Because even though you are buying at 185, you already collected 2.75 for each stock. That means your net value is only 182.25. So even though stock stays at 183, 184, you are still in profit. If stock goes up to 185, then you are in more profits. But let us say because of CPI, suddenly some bad news about Apple, stock goes to $160, let us say, right? Even though it is looking bullish, because of some bad news, suddenly some analyst downgrade or whatever happens, let us say it is going all the way down. So what is right? What is the risk for the buyer? His risk is only $1,000 because he bought 10 contracts. His risk is only $1,000. But if stock goes to 160, right? $25 on each stock, that is $2,500 for 100 stocks for one contract. You only collected 275, but your risk can be 2,500. If the stock goes to 165, nearly $2,000 risk. So you don't have a limit on your risk. You can make profits in multiple ways, but only one way there is a huge risk where if stock goes suddenly down, then there is a huge risk or unlimited risk. You never know. If suddenly there is very bad news about Apple, even if it can go to 130, 140 also. You never know. Right? But there is more ways you can make money. There is one way, there is a unlimited risk. For here, he need to make only when it goes up quickly, he will make money. There are more ways he can lose. As a seller, you have more ways to make money, but there is unlimited risk, and also you need to have big capital, right? Because you are promising that you will buy at 185. That means you need to have that much money in your right 18,500 for every contract. That much margin you need to have. So you can be a buyer and seller where you have more chances to make money with low risk, right? As a buyer of calls or buyer of puts, you have less chance or less probability to make profit, right? One out of four options. Here you have three out of four chances, but you need more capital and also there is unlimited risk. But as a buyer and seller, you can play as a buyer and also a seller where you have low risk, right? You are avoiding this unlimited risk. You are avoiding, and also you need a, a big account or huge margins. So using as a buyer and seller, you are investing less capital. You have more ways to make money. You don't need a big account. Your risk is limited. So there are so many advantages. So how you will do same thing? Let us say you will instead of just selling a 185, now what you are doing? You are buying a 182.5 call and you are also selling a 185 put. So how you will do that? You will go buy vertical and then you can sell, right? When if you are a bullish, what you will do is you will always higher strike price you will sell, lower strike price you will buy. That means you are collecting $130 or 1.3 for every stock, $130 for every contract. So if you do this, right, you don't need a huge account. You don't need a you don't have a huge risk, right? Only risk you have is, for example, if I say confirm and send, so you are receiving approximately max profit is 1360, right? That much you can make. So if, for example, if Apple stocks starts going up tomorrow, then you can easily make so that $1360, right? For example, if it goes all the way to 184.6, you can make nice profits. Even if it goes down, your risk is also limited, right? Your risk is approximately $1140, right? That is the max loss. So your profit is defined, your risk is also defined, and you have higher chances to make profit, right? If stock goes up, you will make profit. If stock stays between these two values, you will make profit. If stock goes on the last day, it goes to 185, you will make profit. If only, right? So you have, instead of just taking a high risk and right here you have only 25% chance as a call buyer. As a put seller, you have more chances, but you have high risk and unlimited risk, and you need lot of capital. But if you are right here, what you are doing, one is you are selling a put, and also right one here you are a buyer, you are buying a put. Here you are selling a put, and you are collecting $130 for every contract. If you are selling 10 contracts, you are collecting $1,300. So if stock starts going up, you right tomorrow itself, if it goes up, you will make money. For example, if it doesn't move at all, if it stays at the same price also, because you are a seller of a higher strike price, you are making money from that 330K implied volatility, all those things. So even if stock stays here also, you'll make money. Stock goes little bit down also, you'll make money. Stock goes all the way to the top, you'll make huge money. So you have 70-80% of chance to make profits with a low risk and with a small capital, with a small investment. Right? That is the advantage of credit spreads. Whenever a stock is bullish, you can buy calls, but you have only one way to make money. Immediately, it should start moving up. If it right, for example, we bought Baba calls on Friday for a lotto, right? It moved little bit and then just stayed at the same price at around $80. Maybe Monday it will move huge, but because we bought Friday calls, we lost those. But right, even though it may move tomorrow, it may move to 81, 82, but our time is already gone. So that's what, when you're buyer of a call or buyer of a put, immediately the anticipated direction. If you're buying a call, it should start going up immediately. If you are a buyer of a put, it should start going down immediately. Right? Immediately means we have to look at smaller time frames. Right? When you look at 3 minutes or 5 minutes, the problem is you have to enter and exit very quickly. Right? For example, if I look at a 5 minute candle or 3 minute candle. If I look at SL, immediately I buy the puts, and immediately after 10-15 minutes, again it gives a buy. I'll close it and make profits. But if you are busy in some meeting, if you are busy and if you are not able to exit at the right time, immediately it may start going up and you may lose those gains. Right? That's what happens when we do with a smaller time frames. It will start immediately, it will start going down or it will start going up, but if you cannot quickly enter or exit, you are taking a risk. If we, right, when we do with a higher time frames, right, you cannot just buy a call, right? Because if you buy a call in 1 hour time frame, right, right, within that 1 hour, it may go up and down. Your premiums will be burned, right? So one is either we need to go with smaller time frames, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and quickly do buy and sell. But I may make profits, you may not make profits. You feel that, oh, it is too quick to enter and exit, right? Or you have to go with bigger contracts, get 20, 50, 100 contracts. So immediately a small move also will make you $2,000, $3,000. But if you have a small account, you cannot go with bigger contracts, right? You go with only one contract, and if it only just moves little bit and immediately you get a buy signal, I may make $1,000, $2,000 profit. You may make only $20, $30. You feel that, oh, I spent $2, $3 for commission and I spent so much time. I did not make much profit. So that's where these credit spreads will, right? We can be on a longer time frames, and we can. You don't need to immediately enter. You don't need to be in a hurry to enter the calls or puts, right? Even after 1-2 hours, also you can enter the trade, because we will hold it for minimum 10 to 12 hours. If it starts moving tomorrow, it may go all the way to the top and then we'll close it, right? Or when if something is at the top, we'll enter again, we'll exit out after 12 hours, 14 hours, next day, like that. So that is where, with low investment, with low risk, and you don't need to be in a hurry, right? With a FOMO to enter calls or puts, you can slowly take them and you can still make profits. So that is where, right, I want to start giving more of these credit spreads, where your investment is low, your risk is very low, and you don't need to be in a hurry to enter. You can slowly enter, you can slowly exit based on multiple indicators. We'll watch if some ticker is bullish, we will we'll do the bull put spreads or trade spreads, where you sell a uh, higher put and buy a lower put. Any questions on this? right? Any questions on the strategy, or do you understand why credit spreads are a low risk strategy? Right? If you're a buyer of stocks, you don't have that theta decay, implied volatility, all those issues. You can just buy the stock and hold. Maybe if it doesn't move tomorrow, day after, Friday, even they have time until, right? They can wait until Apple goes to 190 or something. But your investment, right? How much you are investing? If you buy 10 stocks, right? If your investment is $1,000, you may buy five stocks, right? On five stocks, even if it moves all the way to 190, you are making $10 to $20. Same thing, if we do some credit spreads tomorrow morning, you may make 30% by end of the day, right? So your return of investment is huge with options. Only thing is you also have risk. So instead of, as a, right, taking risk where you have only 25-30% chance, either we should go with smaller time frames and quickly, right, look at, right, for example, if I get a buy at the bottom on a 3 minute or 5 minute, I can immediately enter, and immediately when it gives a sell signal after 4 5 candles, I can immediately close and make profits. That is one way. Or you take longer time frames, go with the credit spreads, and then you can slowly enter, slowly exit after 1 day, 2 days, and you can make 30-40% on each trade. That is one more option. So whichever, right? What I feel is, because there are many new members or members with small accounts, the scalping, right? Quickly taking trades within 10 minutes, 15 minutes, not everybody is able to make. So from tomorrow, we'll be looking at some of these credit spreads. So where you have low risk and also high potential, more, right? 80-85% of the chance where you can make profits, right? If we take 100 trades, 85 trades, you can make profit with the low risk strategy. So again, if you buy 100 shares and do covered call also, that is also, right, not a great strategy. If its stock goes down, again you are right, holding the stocks for longer time. You may make only peanuts by selling a covered call. So you are, right. What we are doing is, you are selling a lower put, right, higher strike price put, and buying a lower strike. That is what we do if a stock is bullish. If a stock is bearish, right? Let us take an example of, let us take AC an example, right? Accenture. It may go all the way to 303, 304, or yeah, it may go to 302, 303 in the next 1 or 2 days. You can buy the puts, but if you buy the puts, immediately it should start dropping. The other way you can do is, you can do bear call spreads, where you will, right? So if you are a bullish about a stock, you will sell a higher put, buy a lower put. Whereas if you are bearish about a stock, what you can do, you can sell a lower strike price call and buy a higher strike price call. So in both the ways, you are receiving the credit, right? You are not paying, you are receiving the money, right? So you have higher chances of success, you have lower investment, and you have low risk, 80% of chance where you will make profits. So when you see a stock as bearish, you will come to the call side, and you will always sell a lower strike price and buy a higher strike price. Whereas when you are bullish about a stock, you will sell a higher strike price, buy a lower strike, just opposite, right? Here you will sell lower strike, buy higher strike. Whereas here you will sell higher strike, buy lower strike whenever you are bearish about a specific stock, right? For example, Accenture. I am bearish about Accenture. Then I may want to, right? I am selling a 307.5 and buying a 310. So I am receiving a credit of $100. So if stock goes down, I'll make profit. If stock stays at the same price, I'll make profit. Even if stock goes little bit up, I will make profit. Right? In all the ways, I'll make profit. Otherwise, I have a small risk, a limited amount of risk. So that is how, right? When you watch higher time frames and take trade spreads, you have more opportunities or more ways to make profit. 30%, 40% gains within 1 or 2 days with low risk. You don't need to enter with a FOMO, and you have more probability to make profits rather than, so even though it stays at the same price, you will make profit. If it goes down, you will make profit. If it goes little bit up, you will make profit. So there are a lot of ways you can make profit, and you don't need to enter with a FOMO. You don't need to exit immediately. You don't need to enter immediately. You can do all those things very slowly. You can take time because we are looking at higher time frames. Higher time frames always, right, are stronger signals. Compared to 1 minute, 5 minutes is better. Compared to 5 minutes, 15 is better. Compared to 15, 1 hour is better. Like that, right? Compared to 1 hour, 4 hour signal is better. For compared to 4 hours, daily is better. Compared to daily, weekly is better. So as higher the time frame, right, the candle size, the stronger the signal, right? But again, if you are looking for weekly expiries or within 2 weeks you want to make profits, you want to just stay with 1 hour or maximum 4 hours. So that's what we'll be doing from tomorrow. We'll be looking at higher time frames and we'll be mainly doing credit spreads. So some of you may not have access to do credit spreads. So just you can call the broker and you can inform them that you have knowledge of credit spreads, then they will provide you the required access. So you can just go and do those vertical spreads, right? Either you can do a bull put spread or a pair call spread where you are receiving the credit. You don't need a huge capital. You don't have a huge risk. We are still looking at the direction, but your your risk is limited. Your chances of making profit is more. You have, if out of four different possibilities, when you buy calls or when you buy puts, only one out of four you will make money. But when you are doing trade spreads, three out of four chances you will make money. So when we are looking at confluence, okay, all these are red. This is red. The stock went to the pivot, not able to break the pivot, started dropping. So there is a huge possibility for Accenture to go down. So tomorrow, if we do a credit spread, we may make 30%, 40% by end of tomorrow, right? So like that, we are we are not directly selling. If you sell and if it start reversing, you have unlimited risk, and also you need huge capital. Like that, with low capital, with a limited risk, you have high chances of success by doing credit spreads. So yeah, just remember the concept. I hope that is clear for all the new members. So it won't take, right, when you execute a contract. Now market is off, but when you do it within 2 3 seconds, it will be done. You have to just click on confirm and send. That's it. Immediately you will get it. So using this approach, right, I want to make a minimum of 5K in the coming week. We can easily make it, right? If you have a 25K account, we can make 5K in the coming week using the credit spreads, where you don't need to be in a hurry, where you don't need to take one directional calls. right? You are becoming a buyer and also seller. You are taking the advantage of theta decay, implied volatility, and multiple things. So that is what we want to do. We can, instead of just buying a call or buying a put, or selling a call or selling a put, you are becoming both buyer and seller, where you have more chances to make profits with low risk. Easily we can, right? 8 out of 10 trades, we can make nice profits. Yes, yeah, we also have indicators on Thinkorswim. Yeah, you can go to the same bot and you can buy those. For example, let me show you. Right, if you look at Accenture, right, it is 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, it is sell. That means it is very bearish for intraday trading. Even daily, 2 days, weekly also it is very bearish, right? If it is red, that means it is bearish. Only in monthly it is looking bullish, but daily, 2 days. So for swing and also for intraday, it is looking bearish. So it is good to, right? Either you can buy the puts, or you can sell the calls, or you can do credit spreads where you don't need a huge risk and you don't need huge capital. You can make nice gains by selling a higher put and buying a by selling higher calls and buying lower calls. Right? Whenever you are bearish, you do that. Or we can see like ABBV. Again, ABBV 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, everything it is looking bearish. Daily, 2 days also it is very bearish. Right? If weekly, monthly also very bad, then you can take the leaps, or right, maybe for next month expiry. Instead of May, you can take June expiry puts like that. So you got a sell at 182, it went all the way to 161. So yeah, platinum is looking good for 5 minutes, 10, right? Everything is green. That means you can enable long only on Prism and you can make some nice profits on platinum. If you look at ZC, it is 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 30 minutes, everything it is looking good on long. So you can enable long only on ZC. ZW, right? This is for intraday trading, for your day trading. ZW 5, 10, 15, 30, everything is green. So you can enable long only. ZL also same thing. 5, 10, 15, 30, everything is green. You can do long only. Yeah, we can show, right? Going back to, right? It went all the way down, and then we got a buy signal and it started moving up. So if I go and look at my, GC silver, right? Silver long only made $125, right? If I'm happy with it, I can just do sell market. So I enabled because it came all the way down. I enabled long only. It went all the way to the top. It made around $175, right? So even though I was doing something, I just enabled the algo, right? I can sell market. Order fell. So I took the profits. So GC went all the way to the top because right because I was not watching, came little bit down. But right, silver made nearly 175, $180. Even if I take right, I can enable short only again because overall the trend is bearish. Right, if I would have watched it, I would have taken some when it went all the way to the top. I would have taken profits. Because I missed that, I can still sell it. Order fell. And then I can now I can go strategies. I can do short only. Right? Because overall it is bearish. I want to enable short term, right? Because earlier it came down. So because I know it will go up, I did long only. But I missed booking the profits on time. But now it went all the way to the top because it is bearish. Again, it will come all the way down. So if I enable short only, then again, whenever there is a sell signal, the algo will take the sell and make profits again. In the same way for silver also, I can order cancel. I can go to strategies and instead of long only, now I will do short only. Because earlier it came to the bottom, I did long only. Now it went to the top, touches the top of the channel. Now again it will drop all the way to the bottom. So you just enable short, that's it. You have to, if it is at the bottom, you do long only. If it is at the top, you enable short only. If the cloud is red, you can avoid even long and just only take the, whenever it goes to the top, enable short only and it will take the short only sell trades. Yeah, you can go to this Ninja underscore epics underscore bot and you can subscribe there. You can subscribe to TradingView or Ninja Trader Indicators or Thinkorswim. Let me switch it off. So now again gold will right went all the way to the top. Now it will start dropping. Right, whenever we receive because the cloud is red, whenever we receive a sell signal, we can either you enable the algo will take the buy and sell automatically, or you can manually watch and you can do the sell by yourself. So if you go to 1 hour chart and see gold, right? Gold went all the way to the top and then started dropping. Now it is close to a support. Maybe tomorrow morning or tonight it may start again moving up. Whenever 1 hour starts giving buy signal, then again it will start going up all the way to the top. So there is a pullback, right? Because gold went so much high. Nearly we got a buy here from 2313, it went to 2390, and then small pullback. It may start bouncing back. again in next few hours. So higher time frames will give you a swing direction. Lower time frames will give you immediately for the intraday or immediate for quick scalps. So based on what type of trader, if you are trading for prop firms, you will generally use the lower time frames because you have to close all your positions. You have tight stop loss, trail stop loss, all those things. We'll generally use 5 minutes for our. So if your cloud is red, always focus on the sell signal. Whenever you get a sell signal, you will make nice profits. If your cloud is green, whenever you get a buy signal, you will make nice profits. So buy at the bottom and sell at the top. You can ignore if you get anything in between, you can just avoid them. So any questions, right? Everything I shared in the document, right? You can see in the live, the same thing happened. Cloud red made a big drop, again small pullback, again it will drop now. There will be a big drop, right? It may come to 2358 is a strong support where it may start bouncing again. Silver also came all the way down. There was a bounce. Again, we will get a sell signal and it will, we may, there might be another double bottom. It may come all the way to the bottom and again it may bounce back. So any questions on credit spreads or any questions on the strategy, right? You can manually watch and take the trades or you can just enable the algo. If you see the color of the cloud here or in the Ninja Trader, you can see the color of the cloud. If the color of the cloud is red, you just enable short only. If the color of the cloud is green, you just enable long only. So anyone has any other questions or any other tickers you want to see? What do you think about Pinterest? The cloud is green and it came all the way to the bottom. So tomorrow if we see a buy at the bottom, again it may go all the way to 40, 44. Pins is also looking good. Yeah, even TMF touched the support, started bouncing back. So it is another one which is good to sell the 48 spread and buy 47.5 puts or something tomorrow. We can sell 48 and buy 47 and make 30-40% by day after tomorrow. So I'll create a tracker, a challenge tracker, and every day will, right? Because these are swing trades, you don't need to enter quickly. You can enter slowly, and yeah, we can track each and every trade easily. Yeah, if we get buy signal tomorrow, we can buy this. Right? It is looking good. PMF is looking good. Yeah, 1 minute you can use for options or futures, anything, but it will be too many buys and sells. You have to be very quick. You have to, if you are a quick scalper, you can use 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes. But so, what do you think about Google tomorrow? Right? Overall, it was very bullish. There was a small pullback. We got a buy signal. Your trend is bullish. Tomorrow, if it breaks this, it may go all the way to 172 again. Right? Stocks are not like options, so they take their good amount of time. So it is not easy to do challenge for stock. Some stocks will move quickly, some stocks will take time, and everybody will not buy all the stocks. Right? Options is where you can make 30%, 40% gains in 1 hour. But stocks, you will make 2%, 1%, and each one, some may buy 10 stocks, some may buy 100 stocks. So it is difficult to. So stocks is for beginners or right low risk traders. Yeah, tomorrow if it break this cloud, it will go all the way to the top. Yeah, as of now, we don't have lifetime access, but we will start something. I'm planning to do 3 months. First, I want everyone to use, make money, and then you can get for 3 months or 6 months. And that's why I started with we gave free trial, and then we made it 1 month, and a lot of members can see the advantage. Right? All you need is just yeah, practice for 2 3 days, then you will gain the confidence. We are just waiting for a sell signal on gold. If we get a sell, it will go drop all the way to 2361 or it may come to 2358. We can make another $400. Same thing with silver. Right, we give more alerts so that because if we give only 2 or 3 alerts and if you are busy during that time, you will enter those with the FOMO. That's why we give more alerts in options or stocks so that you don't need to enter. If you missed something, you just avoid them. Just whatever, whenever you are free and whenever you get some alert, you can take those alerts. If we just give only 1 or 2 per day, and if you are in some meetings or something during that time, right? You will feel that, oh, you are not able to use the service. So that's the reason we are giving more alerts, more trades. Yeah, because you are doing jobs, we are giving more so that you don't need to enter something which you missed. If I write for, unless it is easy to limit the trades, but we don't know who is free at what time. Some of you may be free in the morning, some of you may be free in the afternoons. So if you missed something, you don't need to enter that one, which was already given 2 3 hours back. Already it might have moved 20 30% up. Yeah, you don't need to follow each and every alert. Whenever you are free, right? And when you see a new trade, you can only take those ones. If we look at Nvidia, in 5 minutes is always for quick scalping. 30 minutes or 1 hour you can use for swing trading. So yeah, as of now we are still in a buy. It went up, then there is a small pullback. Tomorrow, if we see some green candles, then it can go all the way to the top. If it break, as of now, the cloud is green, so it is still in the buy. The trend is bullish. If it starts going up in the pre-market, then it can go all the way to 910 in the pre-market. Yeah, minimum for now it is still bullish. But yeah, tomorrow we can, if we see some green candles, right? If it makes some higher highs, then it can go to the top. We can buy some. We can do some trade spreads. We can sell 900 put and we can buy 895 put like that. What do you think about Tesla tomorrow morning? You got to sell it out all the way. Do you think Tesla will bounce back? Yeah, there will be a small pullback. I mean, because it's at a strong support, then there is a small bounce. Red candle turning to green candles. There might be a small pullback and again it will drop. Next time it will break the support and it can go further down. But as of now, yeah, it shows that we'll see some momentum up in the morning. Yeah, after a small pullback, again it will drop. Overall, it is bearish, right? Your cloud is red. That means it is generally it is good for puts. Whenever it goes and touches, and again we get a sell, you can buy the puts or you can do the bear call spreads. Right? When the cloud is red, we will always focus on the sell. When the cloud is green, we will always focus on the buy. Yeah, tomorrow if it goes up, then it may all go all the way around 170, 171 and then drop again. But if tomorrow itself in the pre-market, if there is any bad news, it may drop the support and come all the way to 164. And then 158 is the next strong support. If it drops this 160, 166, then 158, we can see 158 in next 2 to 3 days. And that's it. 1 or 2 days, if you see, it is, yeah, you can easily understand and you can practice on paper account for 1 2 days and then you can start using it. Whichever ticker you like, you can. If you are a quick scalper, you can use 3 minutes, 5 minutes. If you are right, if you are a busy professional, you can use 1 hour and do the spreads like that. So CL in 1 hour, it came all the way down, right, from nearly $80, came all the way to the bottom of the channel. So now it will bounce back. Minimum it may go till 79 and then again it may drop further. So there is a reversal now. So they will not, right, continue to go down. There will be always some retracements, pullbacks, and then again it will go further down. It may go to 77 is the strong support, 77.3, but before that there will be a pullback and again it will come down. Yeah, GC it should bounce back. If it breaks this support, then it can come all the way to 2344. And there is a high chance for it to go bounce back to 2385. What do you think about ES? Yeah, as of now, ES is looking bullish, right? After whenever they touch the green cloud and if it starts bouncing, that means there is a strong support. Buyers are buyers took the control, right? They did not allow the sellers to break the support. They started going long. So there is a high possibility for ES to go up tomorrow. If ES goes up, then SPY, QQQ, everything also will move. Same thing, your NQ is also bullish. Right, again tomorrow morning they may touch this and again start drop once market opens. But over Europe and Asia markets, it may go to the top. As of now, it is looking bullish. So even when you are doing right prop firm trading, you can look like 15 minute or 30 or 1 hour. If this is in buy, then you can enable long only on your Prism algo. If your higher time frames are in bullish direction, in the smaller time frames, you can enable long only. Then you have higher chances of success. Again, if you are trading for prop firms, you need to right just to observe what is the higher time frame. Right, 1 hour or 15 minutes. If they are looking bullish, then you can enable long only on the 5 minutes. But if you are trading for your personal account, you can always watch 30 minutes or 1 hour for your personal accounts. But if you are doing prop firm, then better to always watch 5 minutes. So because the cloud is green, whenever you get the buy signal, we can go long. So we are waiting for a sell on silver and gold. Whenever we get a sell signal, we can take a shot and we can make some profits. Yeah, there are no other questions, so we can end the session here. And right, yeah, just watch for sell on silver and gold. Whenever you get the sell signal, just you can take it and make some gains. This was the big sell signal when we started 8 p.m. It was a huge sell signal on silver and gold. Yeah, thanks everyone. Talk to you tomorrow again.